Hey, it's Whale Shark. In this video, we're going to take a quick look at our franchise. We're going to go through these players here pretty quickly, and we're going to proceed on to season number 2, see how we do. And last season, or in this last draft, we kind of started to rebuild our defense, and it looks like our offensive players are a little bit weak, so we're going to start working on them potentially after this season, and take the best player kind of available on the board. Even if they're a defensive player, we just want to get better across the board. Okay, now we're gonna step up and sim through the regular season and see if we make the playoffs. And the newspaper clipping. It says people were burning our jerseys, so we apparently did not make the playoffs. We'll take a look, see what our record is after we look at the MVPs and the award winners for the season. And we finished the season again 7-9, so exactly the same as we were in the first season. But after a couple drafts here, hopefully we get better, and hopefully some of the other teams get worse and we can start to make some noise. Here are the team stats overall, and when we get down to our team, we are the worst offense, mid-pack defense, and pretty low on special teams. So we're going to have to try to turn that offense around. Get some good offensive players in there to score to win. Here's our individual stats. Those numbers aren't that great. I mean, running back isn't too bad. Our top guy. Wide receivers are going to be based off of how the quarterback does, so those numbers are okay. And our defensive stats, so we got one more, our leaders have one more sack than they did last year. Hopefully that continues to climb. So here are the league leaders in the main categories. And we don't really have anybody up in any of the top of any of the major categories: passing yards, passing touchdowns, rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, or receiving. sim through the playoffs, see who wins the Legend Bowl. Looks like the Buffalo Steel win the second Legend Bowl championship. So they are the 2001-2002 Legend Bowl champions. And here comes their team photo. Now we'll start into the off season, and we will go on to the retirements. And there is only one player retiring this year. In free agency, we get 2 offers, and the first one I reject because the player is an older player and isn't really much better than what we have. The second one I accept because hopefully it will improve what we have going on. So I accept this one. So moving into the second draft that we're doing, we're going to focus on offense, see what's available in our first pick, but if it is a defense person, we will take them. So these are the overall best players in the draft, and then we will sim to our first pick, see who's available, and take one of those players. So after the sim, this is what's available overall, kind of looking at that and drafting off of that. There is a quarterback that is rated an 84, so we're going to look at that. And even though our quarterback's not very old, the 84 is going to be better, and maybe we can build around him going forward. So I think we are going to take the quarterback with our first selection. And then simming to the second pick and seeing what's available. We're still going to look towards offense to see what's available, and we're going to take a running back to get our backfield a little bit younger and go from there, see if we can improve that. And in the third pick, we are going to look to go tight end to improve that position as well. Like this guy, whoever we pick, is going to be our starter, and hopefully have him for a while. So the first 3 picks were all offensive players, and hopefully we can get out a 32nd offensive ranking. And looking down here again, I think we can go another tight end and just get solid at that position. Because we have a lot of 80s all over the board, but like tight end was a little bit lower. So we're going to try that and see what happens. So here we're going to look at right defensive tackle. We start to make some money and age moves here to try to free up some money and maybe be able to get some more free agents and also get younger as we do that. So the next couple picks are all pretty much age based picks. We're getting rid of some of the older players we have that have higher salaries, and we're saving some money and improving the team, or hope to improve the team in a year or two, because the older players are gonna regress as their overall skill is gonna go down. The other thing I'm trying to do in this draft is get people that are more happy on the morale column. Get people that are more happy versus angry, because morale affects the overall performance of the players. And I don't know how much of an impact or how big of an impact that has overall, but we're going to try to get a happy, young, good team. So our last pick here is a center, trying to get younger and happier. And this will be our last pick of this draft. So we will sim to the end of the draft. There is the draft recap, which we're not really going to look through. And we're going to start the next season, which will be put out on the next video. I hope to put a team build out every day or two, so please like and subscribe. Stay up to date with the Miami Sharks.